Welcome to the Top Gun Show. Today we have a returning guest by popular demand. Mandy McEwen is the founder of Mod Girl Marketing. Mod Girl Marketing is a leader in the field of online marketing and branding. Mandy is obsessed with helping leaders and brands generate awareness and growth by leveraging thought leadership and LinkedIn. She's a real influencer, coach and trainer, and a thought leader. Like I said, she was on a few weeks ago, and it was one of the highest rated shows that I've ever had. So welcome back on the show, Mandy.
Thanks for having me, Steve. I have so much fun.
Yeah. I recently saw one of your posts where you mentioned some of the pet peeves that you have on LinkedIn. So I thought it would be kind of fun for each of us to go back and forth and share what our top 5 pet peeves are. So if you're good with that, I'm going to start. Number one is, for me, number 5 on my list is poorly written profiles or headlines. Sometimes I go back and I read them 2 or 3 times and I can't figure out what that person does or what they can do for me most importantly. How about your number 5?
Yeah, I agree with you. And since you took one of mine in your number 5, I'm all about my headlines, mind you. That's why I love making headlines for customers too. So my number 5 is using a million hashtags. And I know you use a lot of hashtags, Steve, but yours is like at the tip. Don't go over, okay? Just a word of advice. Yours are fine, but like when people are using 50 hashtags or dozens of hashtags, it just looks spammy and kind of desperate.
I agree. I'm going to stay on this edge. Number 4 for me is no photo. Dude, put a photo on there. People buy from people. Unless you look like the Elephant Man, put a photo on your profile.
I agree. And I would also go with not like to follow up with that, having the weird photo, like a not professional photo, you know? So my number 4 goes with the profile, which is what we're talking about here, but it's making your profile all about you and not about the end user. So that's important. So it shouldn't just be a resume that's like, oh, all about me. I'm so wonderful. And this is what I do. Like, no. People care about how you can help them.
Absolutely. My number 3 is when people post about their politics or, their personal feelings about different things. That is a Facebook stuff. Put that on Facebook.
Or
That's
Twitter.
Not for LinkedIn.
Or Twitter, right?
Yeah, or Twitter.
Exactly. So on that note, kind of, which I'm sure I get maybe more of this than you do, but it's using LinkedIn as a dating site and getting hit on by people on LinkedIn.
Yeah, it probably happens more with you than it does with me.
I mean,
I haven't been hit on, so I'm just confessing. Okay. Next for me, number 2. Oh, I hate this. When people write to me as a connection and say, can I jump on a quick 15-minute call with you?
Yeah.
No freaking way. I'm connected to like over 26,000 people. If I got on a 15-minute call with all of them, do the math, it would be 3.5 years for me. So don't tell me you're going to jump on a quick 15-minute call.
Exactly. No, I agree. That's one of my biggest ones too. So I would say my number 2 is when people are using automated tools and they forget to change the variables. And it's like, hi, first name, want to connect? The other day I got one that was like, I see you work at XXX. And I'm like, oh God, where am I working at? What's happening here? So that's my second one.
That is hilarious. Now, drum roll, my number 1 pet peeve is when somebody says, I checked out your profile and you're an ideal fit, to network with me and let's get together, whatever. And then I go check, because I have, LinkedIn Advanced or whatever, and I go check and they haven't checked out my profile.
Liar.
So don't lie to me. Don't lie to me on our first connection.
Yes. No, I love that. Yeah, I agree. So I would say, wait, that's your number 1?
Yep.
Okay, that's your number 1. So my number 1 would be sending novel messages right off the bat. And a lot of those are asking for the phone call, like you said, but I'm talking like when someone sends a message this long and it lists everything that they could possibly do for you, and it's just so ridiculously salesy.
Yeah, I think I get like 3 to 5 of those a day.
I know.
So yeah, And I don't even read them. I kind of scan through and go, forget it.
Same.
I don't have time.
No one is going to read that. Like, no one's going to take the time to do that. So
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so there you have it. The 10 things not to do on LinkedIn. Mandy, thank you very much. Viewers, I would like you to comment on here of what your pet peeve is, if you agree with us or you have more. But Mandy, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. So I have a question for you, Steve.
Yes.
What would you think if I interviewed you?
Well, I think that's a great idea. Why don't we set that up? A lot of people have asked me, like, why did you start it and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to let you interview me. I think
awesome.
you
Yeah, because you interview all these people. I think it would be a good idea to turn the tables, have someone interview Steve.
I'm kind of nervous, but keep watching, and it'll come out in a couple of weeks. Mandy, thanks again for being on the show, and everyone, thanks for watching.
Thanks, Steve. See you guys.